What is this mysterious device? You may be wondering. Maybe you're not. If you are, stay tuned and I will show you what it is and how you use it. Welcome to episode 4 of Project Lean Lifter. Thank you for joining me this week on my journey as I look to become a lean, mean weightlifting machine, as I look to drop those kilos but get faster and stronger and better at my weightlifting. This week we weigh in at... Oh, great. Now you can't see me. Damn graphics guy. Anyway, pushing right along. Progress has been steady. At the start of the week, training was feeling really good. I was feeling pretty good under the bar. But then I think maybe when I hit back doing back squats again, the legs sort of got a bit knotted up, a bit tight. And then in my last training session, sort of struggled a bit to get underneath the bar. Felt really slow. It probably didn't help that morning too that I had to go to work. And I had a little breakfast, but nothing really substantial to sort of get me through the day. So by the time I trained in the afternoon, I think I was feeling a bit flat. Thought it was okay, but as it went on, just slow, sluggish, didn't have a lot of energy, even with a pre-workout. So lesson learnt, got to get that fuel going through the day. Otherwise, when I train at night time, which is what I do, bang, I'm flat. So 136.9. Yeah, pretty happy with that. It's a consistent drop. It's not sort of plummeting fast. It's just nice and steady. Sort of peaked a little bit earlier in the week. I think when I checked it, I was about actually back up in the 139s, and then it dropped down again. You'll see coming up shortly, had my appointment for my bioprint with Jen Davis, who's at Gold Coast Weightlifting Club. So we will roll that very soon, and you'll see how that goes. So it's going to mean a slight change to the diet. No breads, no pasta. Drinking lots of water. I'm not cutting out carbs. It's timing my carbs so I have them at the right time. What we have here is a wonderful little tool that every kitchen should have. It's like a little handheld vegetable spiraler. We often use this for zucchini. You can probably use it on some other vegetables, but we make something that's called Zoodles, which is a zucchini noodle. So it comes in two parts. So you have the head part here, then you have the main body. It's labelled with thick or thin, depending on how thick or thin you want your noodles to be. We usually use it on the thick setting. So let me show you how we use it. Okay, so we have our spiraler. Get ourselves a zucchini that we've washed. You will very carefully chop off the ends, trying to keep it as square as you can. Now what I do to get it started, so we have the thick side. Okay, so you push it in, you got little blades in there, so be careful. And they'll come out here. So we simply start turning. There we go, start turning and you get these little noodles. Now, if you don't want your noodles too long, what you do is say just get a pair of kitchen scissors and just give them a snip every now and again to keep them shorter. You keep going. So you notice I've got my hand down over the bottom, because what will happen is you get little bits in the middle will come out. So that's from the center. So keep going. There's another little bit there that's popped out. As you get closer, so just be careful you don't get your fingers in there. But I find what works best is wait till you get sort of down towards the bottom. Then you put the teeth in, and you can keep pushing it, keep turning, basically till you get all the way down. And then, there you go. You're left with Zoodles. Okay, so what we typically do with our Zoodles to prep them for dinner, or, you know, from when we eat them, just add like a little bit of oil. So this I've got some coconut oil. Then you just get your Zoodles. Give them a little bit of a cook, just to soften them up a little bit. and just sort of, excuse my arm in front of the camera, throw a little bit of pepper in there, keep going, just so you don't want to do it for too long, just enough to sort of soften them up a bit. Yeah, so it only takes about 3 or 4 minutes just to soften them up, and they're done, and you can set them aside. You may not want to do that, you may just want to use them straight away in a salad or something like that, but we find it just makes it not quite as crunchy, and like it's a good substitute for pasta. You would use this instead of pasta in your dishes. And as you can see, they're just starting to soften up a little bit. Like I said, you don't want to go too far with it. That's the finished product. That's our finished product. So what we would typically do with our zoodles is we prepare them like that. We set them to one side, cook up the mince of our choice, whether it be pork, chicken, beef mince. Throw in a can of diced tomatoes, throw in a little can of tomato paste, herbs, seasoning, mix that up, and then put the zoodles down on a plate, put your meat on top, and you've got what we call in Australia spaghetti bolognese, or you would call over in the US it's spaghetti and meat sauce. It's a good substitute for pasta. Just remember it is not pasta, so it's not going to be exactly the same. So there you go, vegetable spiral is the best way. This is what I call it, and I will try and link down below some places we get it from. I'm not sure how much they go for. We didn't buy this one. This is actually my parents', but I will endeavour to find out and post it down below. Thank you. Alright, so just had my bioprint consultation. At least it's concentration.
It was tough. It was tough.
Yeah, so you saw taking skin fold measurements, all that sort of thing. Going to recommend a meal plan. Just give a quick spiel of what it's about.
Yeah, sure. So we use bioprint. It's to work out body composition. So we use skin folds and test on 14 sites on the body. The idea of getting the overall picture of body composition is great. It's really good to know what your body fat is, what your lean muscle mass is. From that lean muscle mass, we can tailor a nutrition plan and know the amount of calories and the macro breakdown that we're aiming for. But what's even better about bioprint and the real key to it is where on your body you store your fat.
Yeah, so it's where the fat is.
It is.
Not how much, but where it is.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
How much is just kind of like a benchmark for us. It gives us the lay of the land, but where that fat is held is really important. And where it is an indication of hormonal imbalance, stress levels, how your sleep is, whether or not you're drinking enough water, whether or not there's some kind of, we can supplement you with some zinc or some magnesium, and different deficiencies, I guess, in your current nutritional panel. So we can then supplement that with food, with supplements, and some just really simple lifestyle factors as well.
Yeah. So there you go, making me a more lean, mean lifting machine. That's what it's all about.
Game on.
Thank you. Tip of the week. If you want to get serious about weight loss, make sure you seek professional help. There's a lot of funny fad diets out there. There's a lot of weird stuff floating around, and there's a lot of advice going around on the internet. I first spoke to my coach, got some advice there, which has helped me start me on my journey. Then I've spoken to, I've seeked some more professional advice from Jen to sort of tweak the diet even further. Yeah, if you're serious about weight loss and you're like me and you've got a bit to lose, but you want to keep it off and you want to make it permanent, and it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change, seek professional advice. Don't be afraid to go see someone. The money you spend on seeing that person could be a lot of money you save on down the track on medical bills and things like that. So once again, thank you for joining me. Regular episode every Friday morning, 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is Queensland time for you people. Yeah, anything you want to say, any advice, any questions, hit the comment section down below. If you're not already, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in the next episode. Remember, this is Big M, who's shrinking, saying be good, love yous all, never too old to lift, never too young to lift, and it's never too late to get healthy, and I will catch yous all later. Bye bye.